We don't quite have a quorum, do we? Five, is five? Um, Chris.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So that's five. How many are on our committee right now? Is five a quorum?
Let's see, it's you, me, Gurney, Thomas, Fred Sat. Uh, is David on our committee? Yeah, David.
Yeah.
does.
And
Six.
Bobby?
Is he still?
Yeah.
Hi.
But David's the only one who's given me um a heads up that he's not gonna make it. So
Oh, okay.
Well, Thomas also said on one of his email or WhatsApp or whatever that he was also going to that EMB meeting.
Oh, that's right, two of them are going. to
oh, who else? Thomas?
Mm-hmm.
Thomas and somebody else.
Okay. So let me pull up the agenda.
So are Thomas and David, is David part of,
Mm-hmm.
they're both excused or whatever?
Mhm.
No proxies.
No proxies. No. So that's why I wanna,
Chris,
that makes five. So the question is, do we have,
That's 5 out of 7. That's a quorum.
okay, we have a quorum? I didn't,
Bobby Sells is still on the committee.
yeah,
Remember.
not this time. So, yeah, how many times did we say they, no, we made some, hi. No.
Not, but we are welcome to come.
Um, okay, I'm gonna get the agenda up. Well, I have it on on the email list, so I send it out to everybody. And there's not a whole lot to talk about, I don't think. So this will probably be quick. But
Yeah, I didn't even look at
in
this.
fairness, I just wanted to be fair since those folks had reached out and I said, well, if you want to come,
What? Who had reached it?
the guys from was it 227?
Yeah, well, 227 Broadway. Okay.
No, not Broadway. I'm sorry, Bayed. The Bayed guys.
Is that 226 as well?
No, I'll tell you in a minute. Okay. 225, 20. Okay, you know what I'm trying. Okay. But that's what I was trying to say is I reached out and I said, hey, can you make it to our zoning meeting? And I sent them the information, but they didn't reply.
And I have in an email to him saying he couldn't meet with me, and Thomas, who also wanted to meet with them, could not meet until this week.
Mm-hmm.
And so
And you had given them the date of our meeting.
the zoning committee.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly what's happening. And was there any notice to Woodner of any action on that encroachment after after the
No.
protest was sent in?
No.
And that's what's weird, because I sent in mine filling in all the stuff.
Yep.
And then I said, I deny it.
I did the same. I said,
You did too. Well,
yeah.
I don't know why he emailed me, except I thought I was on chairing the zoning committee, which
Right.
2020.
Gotcha.
And I not only think we should continue to oppose the 6-foot fence, but there is now a 6-foot fence going all the way out to the sidewalk on the south side of their parking lot, which is across the street.
Did they add that?
Well,
I wasn't given any.
we had no notice of,
No.
And I'm turning the corner at the north end of that block,
Wait. Yeah, I'm trying to find the Zoom. Where's the stinking Zoom meeting? Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. So we sort of like jumped right into a different, and I need to share my screen and I'm in Zoom now. So just,
So it is, yeah.
yeah, be patient with me here. And I will share the agenda on my screen so we can all follow it. There it is. Okay. So uh meeting's called to order, assume positive intent, raise your hand, remain open-minded, listen to understand, be respectful. Hopefully this will be a quick one. So I'm calling this to order. So I think can we skip over introductions? Everybody good? I'm Catherine.
Linda,
I'm Gertie and I live at 242 South Lincoln Street.
And there's Fran and there's
Hi.
Chris.
I'm Fran, yeah.
Hi,
Chris,
Chris.
where do you live again?
43 South Clarkson Street.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So, new business.
we need to approve.
Approve, yes, first thing, the December meeting minutes, which I confess I have not looked at, but I did email them out to everybody. I'm sorry. Um, here they are. So let's see what we talked about last time. Has anyone had a chance to look at these?
Yes, I have, and I wasn't at the meeting, so I can't.
Okay,
Uh,
okay,
are you talking about the minutes?
the minutes. Mhm.
Yeah. I just have a couple of tweaks on the minutes.
Okay.
So I did get a chance. The Ken Fukuyama
Mhm.
person that was there to represent the new owner was
Owner,
actually,
yes.
He was actually the realtor that represented the new owner. He wasn't the new owner.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So that, I mean, that was my understanding. I hope that was everybody else's understanding, because he said that at some point.
I thought he was just the license holder or something, or I don't know what was going on.
No. Once we got to asking about who
Turn it up.
who was the owner, once we got to that point, he said, "Well, I'm actually representing the owner." And I thought he was the realtor, actually. He said,
Okay.
he was, yeah. And the only other thing,
I'm just gonna go with representative of new owner.
yeah.
Okay.
And then if you go farther down on the other side, we're under the topic of your city, your voice, the RNO ordinance feedback
Yeah,
sessions.
yeah,
It was actually both Fran and Thomas, both of us, were not able to attend the follow-up meetings. We both
Okay.
attended the October meeting, but then neither one of us could get to the follow-up meetings for the Your City, Your Voice.
Okay.
Which really was the effort to engage.
Our knows and how to make them better.
Yeah, it was Paul
Yeah.
Cashman's initiative to get city council to get more feedback and more information from RNOs and what their needs really were. And a lot of us spoke to the needs of the new community benefits agreement and training for that and support for that, either not just through training, but through advice, legal advice as to what we're supposed to be doing. Because
But do you want me to put anything in here?
well,
I don't think that was talked about in the meeting.
yeah,
So we're going through the minutes right now.
Yes, this is, yeah. I don't know if we should put that. Should we put that in?
I
the
think
minutes?
this is just the minutes. So I don't think there's anything to add here.
Yeah, the only thing I added was that you left off Thomas, and he was.
No, I added it. Yeah, I've added it.
Okay,
I'm sharing my screen, so you should be able to see it in real time.
Okay.
Okay.
Couple of minor things. That was it, because yeah, it looked good. I don't know what everything else was covered that we covered, I think, pretty much. Yeah. So do you want to just do the motion to pass?
Yeah, yeah. Motion
Okay.
to
So
approve.
yeah, I'll
Approve.
the motion to approve the minutes of
We need a second and then,
Second.
yeah.
all
Minutes.
right,
Okay, done. Yeah,
Done.
all
all
in favor?
approved.
No, all approved? Yep.
One abstention, I
Approve.
wasn't there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay,
All right. One done.
so. Done. I'm gonna change this to final. Doo, 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 doo.
So no changes in what we emailed out.
Just one little tweak that Fran just
Okay.
wanted done, but nothing of significance. So
No, I just didn't want, I didn't want the.
you didn't want to leave out Thomas.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, and I didn't want to leave out Thomas,
so
and I didn't want to misunderstand who was talking to us from the Pearl on Pub group.
no problem.
So
Okay,
it wasn't the owner.
so here we go. Zoning committee meeting minutes. I'm gonna move them, hopefully successfully, to the minutes. Into the minutes. Open. All right. To the agenda. Agenda. Sorry, I'm using a touchpad because I don't have a mouse, so everything is taking me
Yeah.
longer.
That's fine. While you're doing that, I just wanted to address the committee that I'm trying to be at two places at the same time. So I'm gonna have to.
No
bow-
worries.
I'm gonna have to bow
Okay.
out like at about a quarter after 7.
That's fine. I think we'll be done. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's talk about this. So here's our new business. This liquor license transfer at this Neon Cowboy cabaret license at the location of the former Molecule Effect. Has anyone reached out, or was someone going to reach out to these?
Somebody reached out.
I thought Bobby had said or
Did I
maybe
miss that?
I don't know who reached out. Anyway, there's a hearing. It's on February 10th. So I guess we have until.
It's the hearing. There's the hearing date.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
there is.
Somebody needs to reach out.
Yeah, I thought they had a GNA.
There is a GNA that would transfer,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I'm getting them mixed up, so I don't know. Because there's one where they want modification, but I don't know if it's Neon Cowboy.
Okay, so who is gonna reach out?
Linda, can you reach out to them?
Yes. Yes. What do I say? Hi, what special you call?
Yeah, exactly, and just you can email them. Their email will be in the package somewhere. It always is, and then you can just say, hey, I'm so and so with the zoning committee of WWPNA. And I see that you have a liquor license that is transferring, and we have there's a good neighbor agreement with this location that transfers with the license, and here it is. And just attach it.
And
This
go through
typically-
it with them. I think the difference here between just a straight transfer of a liquor license is that a cabaret license is a creature of the city and county of Denver. It's not a state of Colorado creature. So the city may feel a little more, I don't know why they said it's a hearing, why it isn't the usual procedure of there will be a hearing if somebody asks for it.
Well, it does say amend. So I
Does it
wonder,
what?
it says amend here, so I wonder what what the amend piece is in this email. Anyway, so I always take it, put everything into the folder, and there's a link in the agenda. Or not, I'm not sure if there's a link, but it's
No,
in
there
the,
is to the documents that you attach.
okay, so this tells you, it just says amend, but I don't know if it has anything on the actual email. Oh, come on. That this is in the most inconvenient possible place, right? Which is why I hate.
Chris and Fran, this is on the corner of Logan and Alameda.
Yes, I know exactly where it is.
Okay. So let's see. Bakery 2, CAB, Bakery 2, here's the hearing packet, license report, and the app.
Is there a floor plan?
There should be in either the hearing packet or probably maybe in the app. Let's take a look at the app first. Page down, where is it? Sorry, I'm trying to find my page down. Ugh. Navigating without a mouse. What a pain. Okay, go over there. It just says occasional live music. So that might be one of the things that we would have concerns about. But no, the floor plan's not in that document. Yeah, so we'll try the packet. Okay, so here's the packet. Let's see what we come up with. Oh, and here's typically in here, you'll somewhere in one of those two, you'll find an email address for the licensed person.
There.
Yeah, just pop in. Talks about the inspections, attached items. Oh, it has the floor plan link in here. Did I miss it? Because if it's not in here, I didn't download it. I missed that when I download it. So here, yeah, it says floor plan amended, so do they not have one now?
Or,
Okay, I gotta stop sharing for a second in order to get it to open, I think. It doesn't want to go to this document while I'm sharing, so give me 1 second. Okay, let's try again. Come on. Oh, here it is. Yeah, an outdoor patio right here with 3 tables.
it's on
Oh.
that Logan.
It looks like it's facing the Logan side because this is the corner. Do you see
Yeah.
where the door is here?
Yeah.
Okay. Can everyone see this okay? Oh, no, because I'm not sharing it. Hold on. My bad. Yeah, like 3 tables. Do, 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 do. Let me share again. All right. This is what we got. So yeah, this right here. Do you see the patio? I don't know if I can make this bigger. And then let's go back and for Linda's sake, somewhere in here should be a contact.
Well, We can get the contact later. I guess
Okay,
my suggestion is that we look at the existing good neighbor agreement, which prohibits a patio, says there is no,
ooh,
my understanding, my recollection of having negotiated this.
okay,
Guy from, the coffee place,
Mhm.
molecule event,
mhm,
was really reluctant to some other terms that Fire on the Mountain, the next door neighbor,
Mhm.
too easily because they are much more family oriented. And I think we just need to look at what is the business plan of this new company? Are they aiming to be a family oriented place or what is it? But that we need to make sure they have no speakers on the outside of the building. And that they close the patio at 10 o'clock, by 10 o'clock, during the week.
and 11 on the,
Probably,
week.
let's see what he will.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna search real quick for, it's 300, right?
And while you're searching, there's a short article on on our WIPNA newsletter.
Yeah, here it is.
About Neon Cowboy, chef owner Michael Sanguinetti.
Okay, so here is the, here's your, I think this is the GNA here. Yeah, it's here with your, yeah, no, I gotcha. But it is here in the WIPNA folders. Would you like me to just email it to you quick, Linda?
Yep.
Okay, hold on, let me do that.
So the three outside tables are those on Logan?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
But also, I think because there are there's a residential structure directly south of the parking lot there. The times that they empty their trash would be, and recycling would be important.
Yeah, we would care. Okay, so hold on, let me compose to Linda. Okay, and this is do you want it copied too, Gertie?
No, I've got a copy of it.
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
If I have the recommended decision, I will keep it. Because
Okay, is this
there are
called
times-
Neon Cowboy? Is that what this is?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It was, molecule.
Yeah, but I mean the new one.
The new,
Okay.
Sometimes the hearing officer makes a recommendation, or they don't always include the terms from the good neighbor agreement onto the license, even though everybody's agreed to it.
Hmm.
And we just need to know what the existing license has on it.
Right. Okay, so let me paste this.
and for Linda's information, Linda, if you take a quick look at the newsletter, there's a one paragraph introduction of the.
I
Neon
remember that.
Cowboy.
Yeah, I just got my newsletter today. I'll take a look at
Yeah.
that, Fran.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it says that they're only open
Cool.
until 6 p.m. So that's, I don't know, misprint or.
Yeah, Fran, you got to talk louder.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gertie can't hear you.
Yeah, okay. I always, people always tell me I'm talking too loud, so I'm trying not to yell. Okay, so that's Linda will see that what the paragraph is about. It says they're open until 6 p.m. And maybe that's just until they get established, or don't know. It's like a breakfast, lunch, and then their cocktails end at 6 p.m. How weird is that? They have cocktails, craft cocktails, at their bar until 6 p.m. So, that may be part of what you want to talk to them about it on this new transfer of the good neighbor agreement. If that has any bearing at all.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, back to the agenda. Okay, so Linda's taking the lead on that one. Thank you, Linda.
Well, now, when you emailed it, you have to send it to my Gmail account.
Oh,
Don't ever do that. I never use Gmail.
oh, I'm so sorry.
I never use Gmail.
What account do
I use the Comcast.net.
oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I had to. I have do I send you the zoning notices and minute agendas to the right email?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay, good. My bad.
No, I was
It,
afraid
that's
of
just
it. When
what
I
came
saw-
up. I'm
when I saw
sorry.
it in Gmail, it's like,
Oh, yeah,
my
I
God.
was in Gmail, but I didn't realize okay. Okay, so number two, it's another liquor license. This is a new one on 227 Broadway Suite 101. And this actually, the deadline for public hearing requests is the 27th. So if anything was going to happen, it has to happen before then. So that's 1 week from today. Are we working with Baker on this one?
Yes, Dorothy Norby has, is setting up a meeting with him. This was as of an email I got from her today on the 20th of January. And I will go in on that with her. I think this is one of the ones in the new, the old hotel, First Avenue Hotel, but I'm not sure.
Okay,
And we can do, I mean, it's, the deadline to request a public hearing is the 27th of January, which
Mhm.
means any written documentation had to be into them, well, before that, but,
Mhm.
I'll work with Dorothy on it. I was gonna ask Linda to do it, but Linda's doing the neon
The
cowboy.
neon cowboy. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay. Next new business is Denver, the design district, and this I just saw this come through the zoning mailbox, and I didn't know any of this was going on, and it's far enough that I don't really stay on top of it. So hopefully they won't build a skyscraper on this place, but it is they're repealing the current design standards and guidelines for the
Yeah, and
design district, and there's like a new development plan. Let's see, it says a newly adopted Broadway Park infrastructure master plan that's supposed to replace it, and I'm not familiar with any of it.
I'm not either, and I will, see what,
Okay. I mean, they just kind of put this across as if it was no big deal.
well, what I do remember from it is that we were trying to limit the height of buildings
Mhm.
on Broadway and then have it, and
Then kind of
then
have
have
it
it step up toward, to the
ah,
west, toward
mhm.
light rail.
Mhm.
And, I don't know, given the new directives, I mean, the new, state statutes that have been passed, what, the impact is on that, and
State statutes regarding what?
the requirement of affordable housing and affordable housing extensions that you can get 2 more stories
Oh,
if you do a certain percentage of the residential buildings in with affordable housing, et cetera.
Oh.
And that they violate I mean, my question would be, will any of this impact the Mountain View ordinance from Washington Park?
Well, no, I don't think there's anything that compares the view plane. I think that's just that overrides,
But I don't know that for sure.
pretty sure,
I would
but
like
yeah.
to believe that, but I'm not.
Okay. So you'll follow up on that one. And then there was the other notice that came through, which I thought was quite interesting, is that there was a notice about this mini bundle zoning text amendment, and it was a lot of just miscellaneous things having to do with review times and stuff.
With
but-
what times?
Review
Oh,
period.
review periods, which is
Yeah.
gonna shorten it and make it harder for RNOs to respond,
Well,
but
shorten it, but also lengthen it. Like Typically, like when they approve things, certain like zoning permits, they're only good for a year, but
Oh, I
I
see.
think they're making them good for
Extending
like
it
3 years
longer. Got
or
it.
something because
Yeah.
nobody can get anything done that quickly.
Yeah, the city can.
No,
Got it. And financing can't be done.
right, yes,
Okay.
and on and on. So that's what looks like what that was about. There was a plan, I think that was a planning board meeting on the 6th, and they noticed it on the 23rd. So like anybody was gonna do anything about it? No. They just sort of snuck that one right through.
Yes, they did.
Right? So if you had a problem with it, oh well. Um,
I would just like to insert before we go on to old business.
okay.
176 South Broadway, Brooklyn's Finest Pizza.
Okay, and that's new business?
Well, it's been going on.
Oh, this
It's
is the
never-
noise one.
Yeah, it's never been on our agenda. And I
Oh,
don't.
yeah, it has.
Well, it's not.
But
been
it's
in
okay. It
any
wasn't
of the
last
minutes.
time. Brooklyn's Finest Pizza. I don't know how to spell Brooklyn, apparently.
BROOKLYN.
I left out the apostrophe. Okay. Oops. Okay, adding to the agenda right now, Finest Pizza. Okay, what's going on?
They have now had 5 violations of the noise ordinance.
Oh,
I have been getting information from Luke Johnson from the Broadway Merchants Association, who heard me mention this.
should I
at
say
an
documented? These are documented.
Documented, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The last fine was for $2,500. And the next one, if they violate it again, will be $5,000.
Whoa.
And, uh, Luke indicated that things were in motion to, take action on his license. And I
Oh,
don't know what all that means, and I will just pass on what information I find, but that was a good neighbor agreement that we negotiated. Linda and I were both there, as was Baker. And that we've had a meeting, that included, a number of people, Mark Anthony from, from District 7 Council Office,
mhm.
his, the lawyer
yeah,
for
he came
Brooklyn's
over,
Finest
right.
Pizza.
Yeah. We
And,
had that meeting.
and, they've had a test run of something
Mhm.
that apparently, the owner said he could do something, and apparently it was not effective enough. And there have been at least 1, if not 2 violations after that meeting. So
Okay, so who is it? Is Baker working on the one that's instigating the?
the noise goes west.
No. Who's?
So it's Baker, there are people over in Baker who are complaining
Yeah,
Even
who's
though-
working on getting their license rescinded?
that somebody is, the police department has been involved with this significantly.
Mm-hmm.
There were apparently, this is total hearsay, a shooting or some kind of gun shot, and I don't know if it was from there. I don't know if it's tied to this place. I don't know, but the police have been involved. I think excise and license is finally beginning to take some action. But I will update it. It's just been discouraging to me because, he has just totally, apparently thumbed his nose at the terms of the good neighbor.
Well, yeah, he deserves to have his license.
Let me ask for clarification. That Luke Johnson, who's the president of the Broadway Merchants Association, told you that they might be challenging his license, is that the?
Well, that excise and license may be
Yeah, I
proceeding to take action on his licenses. He's got a cabaret license, a dance cabaret license, and he's also got a hotel and restaurant liquor license.
Right, so would they take away the cabaret, but
I don't
go with
know.
hotel
I
and
don't know.
restaurant, or like,
I don't know.
or is
Yeah.
it so bad that they'll just be like, no, man,
And what they usually do is shut them down for a couple of days.
Okay. I still don't have this letter to transferees. I don't know how necessary it is. I feel like I can write an email that says hi.
You still don't have one? You still didn't get a copy? of
No, no, I never. I don't
Okay.
think I ever got a copy of it.
I,
You sent me something and I couldn't open
you
it.
couldn't open it, and I
Mhm.
can't either. I
So-
will ask Dorothy. I will get it from Baker. Um. And circulate it. This is, yeah, you met, okay.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Need a copy, and that neither you or I can open the weird file format.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, and then Dry Dog Pub at 1101. They're gonna call, that's the plan. Their plan for 1101 South Pearl Street is to call it Dry Dog Pub. And yeah, I did go down there and meet with the owner, or one of the owners, because it's like a collective. It's called the like Left Hand Brewing Collective. They bought Dry Dock, and part of I think their whole agreement when they bought Dry Dock was that they were going to give them or support them in a location, and this is where they ended up. They're not going to be a brew pub, but they are going to sell their beers. Um, and yeah, they're going to call it the Dry Dock Pub. Um, and I did share the GNA with them, and they have reviewed it. And and they just kind of asked about the neighbors, and I shared, the past trauma and how everyone's, kind of done now that we have like four licensed liquor licenses and side by side on a corner. We're sort of okay. Um, and I just said, your issue's gonna be parking for sure. People are gonna have that's gonna be a big one. And he said they don't plan to have any outdoor events. They're planning on actually getting rid of the outdoor patio that faces the Bucktail, because nobody can see what's going on there. So like underage drinking and things like that, because the bartender can't see.
nobody can see, because they
Yeah.
have surveillance out there.
They have a fake camera.
A fake?
Yeah, apparently their IT person said all the cameras that they have are fake. They have some fake cameras by the front door, and they have a fake camera by the patio. So,
Oh.
and then their IT guy got in and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's all fake." Anyway, um, so that yeah, that happened. I mean, they offered, they were like, "Hey, we'd be happy to help you out and provide free meeting space." And I was like, "No, honestly, it just never seems to work out when we try to meet in places like that. It's loud and it just
Yeah.
doesn't work." Um, so, um, but I said, we will put you onto our newsletter person, and they could probably put a blurb in our next newsletter, and we would love for you to buy advertising. And I told him how it goes to every single household and what our boundaries are, and so it's probably the best your money can buy. So anyway, he wants to come to our next zoning meeting, so I will plan to flyer the neighborhood before our next zoning meeting and have another in-person meeting, was my thought. And that was pretty much all I have to say, but they seem super nice. He mentioned that, yeah, they do support the MS Society, and they've like given them thousands of dollars. Like
MS
actually, I
in
think a
multiple
million.
sclerosis.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they want to do things where people can come to their pub after a ride. And I said, hey, people aren't going to want a whole bunch of cars. And I said, but I think the South High Schools is pretty much fair game. So if they have their bikes and they're driving, they can park at the high school and ride their bikes. Um, so anyhow, he's aware of, of the sensitivity to parking. And he was like, yeah, he himself was like, yeah, I thought, hey, no big deal. And then like a class started at the gym, and all of a sudden, 20 cars are parking for gym number one, and another 15 cars are parking for gym number two, and suddenly there's nowhere to park.
Gym as in,
Workout,
Orange Theory?
fitness. So, no, Orange Theory's gone, but Fierce 45 and Pearl Street Fitness are both on that corner.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, both on that corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fierce is on
Yeah.
Mississippi between Pennsylvania and Pearl. So it's on that little
Okay,
those side businesses, and then Pearl Street Fitness is right next to the pub. So oh yeah, it's always been
interesting down there.
yes, and it's gonna get even more interesting when there's 70 studio apartments or whatever is going in this thing.
With that South.
Yeah.
South Logan.
It's gonna get better and better.
Yeah, yeah. Did they have, did they happen to say when they were going to open, or did they have a?
Oh, I didn't ask, but
That's
he's
okay.
gonna be there. In fact, there's like 4 different people. He's like, they all want to come, to the
Oh,
next
yeah.
meeting. So,
All right.
um,
We'll
so
probably find out.
we'll have plenty of time to pepper them with questions.
Yeah.
Did
Okay.
they, Catherine, as I remember, one of the main issues for neighbors in the past has been the fact that people are not using the bathrooms before they leave the bar, and their bathrooms, the last time I was in there, are clearly not up to code. And I don't know if they start doing any renovation at all.
Yeah, they are doing some stuff at the bathrooms for sure. But I don't know how much it's gonna help, because I don't think they're adding any stalls. There's a women's bathroom with 2 stalls. There's a men's bathroom with, I think, 2 urinals, and then there's 2 other bathrooms that at least one of which are accessible, and they're gonna make them but male,
All
female,
gender,
like
yeah.
all gender, yeah. Yeah, so they're gonna have 2
I'm gonna have to flip my thing.
all gender bathrooms, and then a women's bathroom with 2 stalls and a men's bathroom with
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
It
I know.
was so I remember, and this was 20 years ago, getting in and out of the women's bathroom required a dance with the toilet and closing the door.
Oh, Lord.
It was so cramped. And
You be sure to bring that up when you see him.
oh, I will. Well,
Okay.
we're doing this, it was one of the reasons I thought that people were not using the bathrooms before they left.
Yeah.
It's the neighborhood lawns instead.
Anyway, yeah, so I did like let him give him a heads up about how, the former owner for a while had a sign that said, hey, remember, this is a neighborhood, be respectful, and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. And also that, he was saying he's not intending to be like open until 2 in the morning, he's planning as a like close at midnight kind of place.
Right, and we can't put any of that in the neighbor agreement because the city will not put on a license.
Well, they don't have to put it in the license, but we can put it in the GNA.
Okay, in the other term,
So,
but it's not gonna travel with the license.
oh yeah, well, it'll travel with the GNA. And the GNA will travel with the license or business or whatever. So we're good. Okay.
That's good news that we've got somebody who may be sensitive to the neighborhood.
Yes. And they have a lot of money. They're a corporation. They don't want a black eye and a bunch of pissed off neighbors. So, right? So then we have, okay, we talked briefly about the Bayard encroachment, and now they're putting in another fence. So do we need to?
No, the other fence is already in there, and this has nothing to do with the encroachment notice. The encroachment notice is on the north side of Cedar. The parking lot is on the south side of Cedar, and they have put up a 6-foot fence all the way out to the sidewalk between
Wind.
and the neighbor to the south. And I noticed it when I was a block north walking south toward it, and I thought, what is that big brown thing? And then when I got there, I realized that, and I don't know if
Is
how
this,
they got that.
this seems like it's worth, a note to the city, to the zoning
Well,
people to ask them to take a look at it.
Yeah,
Cause they'll do an inspection and look for a
So
zoning
they-
violation if
Yeah.
you,
and
if
it
you
may
give
be
them
an
a
exception
notice.
because it's a parking lot. I don't know, I'm
I
inclined.
don't understand why a parking lot should have an exception to encroach.
Except that it's a very different, it's not encroaching.
Oh, I thought
It's not, it's out to the sidewalk. The issue is that it's 6 feet.
6 feet tall.
A fence
Right.
that's 6 feet tall in the front setback of a house, a
Yeah.
residential structure. But
That
this is
shouldn't-
not a residential structure, although it's zoned residential. So I I will ask, I cannot take on anything more. I cannot, I'm just, I've gotta draw a line.
Oh, okay, well, maybe I can do that one. So far, I haven't gotten anything new, just going through all this crap is what takes time.
Look, I appreciate what you're doing.
Okay, so can, can you at least share more specifically where this is? Because if I'm gonna take it on, I need to go ahead and make sure I ask the right questions. So, you said it's at Cedar and
No, it's at Bad and South Sherman.
Bayard in South Sherman.
Yeah,
South Sherman. Okay, and it's 6 foot tall fence.
it's a 6 foot tall fence on the south side of the parking lot.
So facing Bayonne.
Oh,
It's not on Bayard. The parking lot is on Bayard. And it's on the south side of the parking lot,
Yeah, okay.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
In the-
separates the parking lot from.
from the residential, but it is still zone residential. It is not zone, MS. 3, which is what, the development across Bayard is zoned.
okay. Um,
That's my recollection. I never got a notice, I never saw a notice of a rezoning of the south side. That
okay,
question was asked when they got this rezoning on the north side. And they said, no, we're just going for the, church or temple or whatever it's called.
okay, so I need to have a look, maybe take some photos and then shoot an email over to the inspectors.
Dude.
No.
If you go up and take a photo.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I can
Okay.
take a photo and
Yeah.
let them know where this is and shoot an email to the zoning inspection. Okay. To enforcement.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
Okay, you better get my action item down. I'm gonna go home tonight and go to sleep and I'm gonna forget that I committed to this, so.
Linda's gonna put it in the minutes. so-
Yes, she is. Okay, and so the next CBA follow-up I had was 85 North Lincoln. And I had all I have here is Brittany's Spinner email, which I did save to the folders with all the meeting stuff.
Okay, well, let me just add to that. I think that's good. I would, first of all, everybody should look at that document. Because both Baker and WAPNA have not added anything to those comments.
Right, right.
So hers is the comment of record.
Okay.
And again, yeah, it is officially 85 North Lincoln now.
Okay.
The city decided. that.
It was
It
95.
was 95 and now it's 85. Okay.
It's a very pleasant meeting, you know. Dirk and his guy's not his architect, but he's his developer, I guess. We're both very reasonable. They were just talking about, they're trying to get
Their money woes, I saw that.
they're trying to within budget restraints,
Mhm.
keeping brick on the frames. And
Yeah, so here's that email.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, if you follow the link to the folder with the meeting stuff, it's in there. So yeah, these are the comments that Brittany sent. So I mean, it sounds like, that this CBA is working as
intended.
intended, and that, yeah, the developer and the neighborhoods are,
Yeah, it's a pretty transparent and genial conversation between all of the affected parties. So yeah, I would say this is they're doing exactly what we
nice. All right, so that is,
We do not have anybody assigned to 1,000 South Logan. Because the woman who handled it on behalf of us, is now, I can't track her down. I've got to try to.
yeah,
find-
Gratitor
and-
who
yeah,
moved.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering if we should, you reached out to Narrate, is that right? Narrate.
I
wonder if
did.
we should put zoning WWPNA as the contact for when because they're required to show us certain
I
things.
think the notices are going to the WWPNA PO box.
Because the only people that they had contact with were
Mm,
Sarah and me. And I was there only because their consultant knew me from past
Right.
involvement. Sarah was the one that.
Yeah, I'm happy I mean, you saw the email exchange. I copied everyone
Yeah, with Jill.
with
Yeah, and I
Adam.
appreciate you
No,
doing
I
that.
took
Adam, right, Adam.
and Jill. Yeah, Jill was the one who is, had her garbage can stolen twice, and
Yeah.
she's just had it. So anyway, she now has their contact,
Okay.
and the 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 community benefit agreement, like, yeah, it only has the WWPNA as official contact.
Does it? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So, which is the PO box, but I could just say to him, hey, can you add the zoning email?
Yeah, I think that would be helpful because,
Yeah.
what we got a notice from the city of their need to encroach into the right of way with steps.
Right, which we
And
looked
that,
at,
and
right.
that was sent out by the city, not by them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Just gonna say that. Ask Adam to email all notices to zoning. For 1,000. Sounds a little good. So that's that. Has anybody heard anything more on Colorado Coalition for the Homeless?
The demolition has been completed.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
And
good not to
it's
have
fenced.
stuff
It's like-
there.
It is fenced off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jill was all concerned because they had signs about asbestos, which to me, I'm like, hey man, I'd rather have them than not have them. So it's like not a bad thing if they have asbestos signs. At
Yeah,
least they've
yeah.
checked, you know. Okay, and then this is just all a whole bunch of, hey, what's going on? Unlocking housing choices. I haven't seen anything. I went and looked at the presentation they did to city council on the 9th.
Oh, you
And
saw that?
oh my goodness, like I think city council was expecting like way too much for this effort, like how is this effort supposed to solve all of the problems with not enough housing, What
No, we
and
can't.
what CPD came to them with was, hey, here's some things that I think people in these neighborhoods that are really desirable might agree to, in exchange for like, not allowing three-tiered wedding cake houses anymore. But city council did not really like any of it. I don't know if they're on the payola to developers that build wedding cake houses and were like shocked because not a single person like acknowledged that that was one of the um sort of exchanges for doing maybe other things that would like allowing more duplexes or whatever, right?
Yeah.
They never even acknowledged it or gave any positive feedback on that whatsoever. So that was kind of interesting. And yeah, a lot of it was, well, this isn't gonna do very much, but it's like they're community planning development. How are they supposed to
Well,
solve that?
I didn't have a chance to
So-
read David Pardo's article in the newsletter that I got in the mail today.
Oh, I hadn't seen
And
that.
I haven't had a chance to read it because I didn't get the mail till
Mm.
5 o'clock, but, that's interesting, that council, council probably, as you indicated, wants more,
Mhm.
and
And I don't know. I really struggle because our neighborhoods are very full. Like trying to cram more housing and especially affordable housing into these neighborhoods that are already built from end to end in every possible way. It can't be done without destroying existing housing, and that's not what we want.
well, I think
So,
they've already expanded it to 2 unit automatically
mm,
in the SU zones. So you can add an ADU.
mhm,
It's not two equal units. It's an accessory dwelling unit,
mhm.
either in the basement or whatever, or
Right.
as a detached accessory
Right.
dwelling unit.
Right.
And I don't, I mean, if I, well, it's interesting, your perspective that they were eliminating the wedding cake houses as not a bait, but a trade-off,
Mhm,
to allowing more density, but
mhm.
I don't know
Like,
where
yeah,
they would put additional structures is what you're,
right. Or like more density in the form of, allowing duplexes or triplexes, or
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So you could say, okay, well, can you live with more multifamily if we get rid of these these
just the design
massive
of the building. is
these Mc,
different. Yeah.
right, these McMansion um monster structures, because that's not accomplishing the goal
Yeah,
of affordable housing
yeah.
or even reasonably priced or modestly priced housing. It all it does is add McMansions. So I don't know. But like I said, I didn't, city council didn't seem too impressed. I haven't seen that they're having any more meetings. I just don't really know where this effort's going at this point.
It's too bad, because I thought getting rid of the wedding cake house
Yes,
was a very good
so do I. So does everybody.
in the donut
But I'm-
neighborhoods around downtown.
But I don't see it happening through this mechanism is, I guess, my takeaway. So if we want it to happen, we may have to go back to the drawing board and um and investigate
Yeah,
other options again. Okay, your city or your voice email came through on that. The findings are supposed to be shared in spring of 2026. So I guess we just look for their draft report. I don't really want to have another planning session. I think we have one scheduled for February, maybe. I'd have to look. but I'm not really ready to talk about anything at this point unless Thomas wants to.
Yeah. Okay.
I just have it as TBD. If anyone has something that's burning, I mean, I would really love to figure out how to get to focus on wedding cake houses, but I don't have the energy.
Right. Right.
Um, and then the question is there been any ink zap meetings of interest? I did watch the transportation presentation that Amy did on YouTube. I thought she did a great job. There's been a lot going around on
Yeah.
that, so.
There is the Inc. Zoning and Planning Committee is not meeting in January. They have a meeting scheduled on Tuesday, February 24th from 6:30 to 8. All the meetings will be on the even months on the fourth Tuesday of every month. So it's February, April, June, August, October, and December, May. And they haven't set the agenda yet for the February meeting, and I will
Okay.
pass it on when I find out about it because I'm on their email list.
Okay. Um, and then Thomas isn't here, but I mentioned that. There's nothing really more to say about the professional women's soccer stadium. I can take that off. Yay. We're done for now, and I doubt that we'll be very involved going forward because the steering committee for the directing of the CBA funds is only like maybe 5 people, and I think we'll just leave it to like Valverde and Glad Park who are closer
And
to
Baker.
and Baker,
Because
yeah,
actually
whoever
it-
is. Yeah, so the neighborhoods that are immediately affected. And so that's all I got, I think. I know you guys, I don't know if there's a SOP
No.
at this point. Okay, no problem. Items for next month's agenda,
It's just-
other than
Well,
we have lives. Okay, so that's all I have here the wrong documents. I had the 12, what was it, the 16th? I don't remember.
December 16th is the.
Draft zoning, yeah, that's what I had. I forgot to change that. Okay. Hey, at least I have like all of our members and our assignments. So
Good for you.
one,
Thank you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So technically we do have 8
Who
people.
was the 8th person?
Gertie, Thomas, Robert, Fran, David, and
I
Chris.
think it's Bob himself.
Yeah, Bobby. For now, but like I said, if he doesn't let us know that he's not coming, then I forget, but we wrote up some uh not bylaws, but whatever we wanted to call them.
It's protocols, procedures,
Yeah.
whatever.
Anyway, we have them. All
We do?
right.
We do.
Yeah,
Was it the board that wrote them up or the zoning?
no, it's the
committee?
committee, but the committee gets to write their own rules.
Okay, I guess I haven't seen them.
Yeah, we did it way back at the beginning. I have to find them, because they're not on the, let's add it to topics for the next meeting, right?
Well, topics for next meeting is of course the in-person meeting with the representatives from Dry Dock.
Yes, but we already have that. But also the committee rules. So committee rules and dry
Committee
dock.
procedures, rules.
Yeah, because we did write, because remember we said, okay, you come to like 2 meetings in a row and say you want to be on it and we'll let you in. It's kind of our, and then we also said, if you don't come and don't have an excuse and you miss so many meetings, we're just gonna assume that you're
Well, and we're notifying you that you're off the committee.
Yeah, pretty much.
That we can't count you. I mean, it's, anybody can come to the meetings, but
Yes.
it's just hard when we are supposed to have a.
Have a quorum.
If we don't-
Yes,
If people don't come.
exactly. So we just barely made it today.
Yeah, yeah.
But we didn't have to vote anything either, so that's all well and good. All right, that's it. And if there's nothing else, we'll adjourn, and look, it's 7:33, so
Pretty good.
that's really good. All right. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night, good night. Thank you. I'm almost at my next meeting.
All right.
Driving all this time. Okay, bye.
Bye.
No, I feel so. You know, you're overwhelmed, I get it. I don't have that much, but I get overwhelmed by.
Wait, this is off.
You know, from.
And there we
the
go.
board, which you're not involved in.